Testing, testing, 1, 2. All right. All right. So this morning, looking at the scans, I'm seeing the one that was popping yesterday afternoon. They had got a little bit of news. PSTV ran from yesterday from 47 cents all the way up here to 260, and has been bundling around between like right under the 250 level and then down here to the $2 whole dollar level. So today I was looking to see, okay, first of all, where's the where is the ATR based on the close of yesterday? So the close of yesterday was right here, closed at 146, and the ATR is 21 cents. So I just added that, and we're here. The ATR without any of this, I made this yesterday. The ATR without any pre-market is 167. So my question is, one, can it hold the $2? Or how strongly does it hold the $2? And two, can it stay above the previous days or the ATR without any pre-market? So looking at that now, and then yesterday it actually formed a at the very top of this move, formed a nice little downwards move at that 243. Tried to get past it, got blocked again, and then into the close it really didn't try again, and then right at the open it tried again. This first candle had like almost like 3 million something shares on it, and then still could not break that 243 level. So let's go and look into the catalyst for this and see what it is that they are speaking of. PSTV. Press releases. Plus Therapeutics granted U.S. FDA orphan drug designation for Rhenium 186RE. And yeah, there's some words in here that are very big. But the main thing that I think got it popping was this lung cancer and this metastasis, which means basically moving, how the cancer can spread from one organ to another, one part of your body to another. Um, and so, yeah, that's the news on this one. It's a cancer catalyst. I'm guessing it's biotech. Let's see. Guessing it is a biotech. Let's go to statistics. Float 5.19 million. Not too heavy on the insiders, but institutions seem to be into this one. And that's probably why it's trading so flat here. Usually when we get a lot of insiders, it goes crazy, but the institutions are on this one. Let's go to PSTV over here. PSTV. Float over here, 5.75. Insiders. Yeah, institutions are definitely taking the cake on this one. So we're just gonna have to kind of watch it. PSTV trying to pop back to that 243, but the only thing is how will the institutions hold this one back, or will it get past this 243 and start to hold up? There's another wick that is through up there and not been able to break. And this is after trading sideways like this for quite a bit. Point of control is at 229. So I'm see can this one close? Well, it looks like it's getting up towards 229 right now. up 61% with 13 million shares traded. Point of control slightly holding it down. See how this candle closes. And maybe it's just going to continue going sideways like this until the open. But we will see. Could be a Freaky Friday on it. GV on yesterday during pre-market had more insiders on it. And it kind of went crazy up to the upside. Let's see how this one closes though. Is it going to remain in the 30s or is it going to continue to go down towards that 225 level? Very thickly traded in here though, for sure. At level 2, how stacked it is. Got about like 6 minutes to this 15-minute candle closes. Still trading within this range, 243 down to $2. Not really spotting any type of trend though. I guess you could say this is like a little short-term trend right here, and if this breaks down, that'll be a little bit of weakness, but that's really not what we like to see big obvious trends that make sense. So we'll see if this one breaks down this little short term, because if you're using the 1 minute, this trend may look better, but let's see, the bottom of this is 216. Five minutes left on this candle. The bottom of this is the 215. Keep slinking back to that point of control, or that 229-ish level. Just waiting for my scans to pop up anything else, but this one is currently the one that is the most watched right now, with almost 15 million shares traded on it, and now finding its way back under that 229. So let's see if it breaks this, what looks like a short-term uptrend right here at 215. On down there, big boy. And then what will a dump from here look like past 215? Will it go ahead and crash out $2 or what? I want to see it crash out that short-term uptrend. Let me draw this on the 30-minute. Looks a little bit clearer on the 30-minute. All right. That 30-minute does not look so clear on the 15. That's crazy how different that is. Anyway, breaking down this low of 219. It's gonna start looking like it wants to go down some more. Was not able to hold over the top of this previous red candle at 230s. Yep, closing below the point of control. So I'm thinking it's going to get some push down. There's some push down. Can we get down and test this 214 and then this 210? Now red on the 30-minute, the hour, everything's red right now. The 4-hour, all the higher time frames are pretty bearish. Let's look over here. So here's the 4-hour. Been trading sideways in this consolidation. Looking like it wants to go down, down, down across the board. But we got to see, is that true? Can it start getting more volume in here? It's almost to 16 million shares traded. Looking for that breakdown. Yeah, this one definitely isn't the most exciting pre-market mover. May not be a repeat of GV because of those insiders. Let's go ahead and look back at GV, what it had. So insider owning on GV was 46%, very high. On PSTV or whatever it is, it's only 2%. So big difference. PSTV has a shelf registration from last month or last year. I did take a trade on MSTR during yesterday, and I was trying some large cap trading, and I just was not patient enough. So usually I'm waiting for this ATR high break. So it came down from the top, and I was waiting. And I waited in here, waited, and I actually ended up entering on this one, looking for it to break and hold, but it never did give body confirmation over the ATR high, right? And so I just entered really small. I mean, like just a couple of shares, so I wouldn't kill myself. Because this one has an ATR of $29 in a day, so it can move up to $30 a day, or around $30 a day. So it came down after failing. It didn't stop me out on this one, went back up, and then splashed down again. And so I was like, oh boy. And then right after it splashed down, it splashes back up. And I really just should have waited for true confirmation above ATR. But anyway, it was 19 bucks that I lost, so it wasn't crazy. Like I said, I only took a small share size just to see. But the only problem with that test is I did not follow, hey, let this thing break over the ATR high and then start building up. Didn't follow that. So I jumped the gun, because I was like, man, if this thing moves this big, I might miss it if I don't take this trade. And that was the wrong mindset, to be like, I might miss it, rather than, okay, this is what I'm looking for. Let me get in. So it was all okay. It was all good. Still green on the month, green on the week. That was my first red trade of the week. So it's like, okay. Let's jump back over here to PSTV. It did break down that short term, what looked like a trend, breaking towards the $2 whole dollar level. And so I don't think this is going to be the one on the day. We may get something after the open. But it's literally the only thing that I'm seeing. I just went over the MSTR without even showing it. I just realized that. Okay, so MSTR, traded this back here. I saw it form this bottom here, and it came down and it hit a bottom here. I was like, okay, well, maybe this is some type of trend up. And so when it came back up here, I entered before the break of the ATR, and it failed on the ATR. and then it came back up, and I was like, man, should I take a lesser loss and just lose like $8 or something like that? And I was like, nah, I'm risking 25 bucks down here where you see these red lines at. And so I was like, I'll just trail it to stop if it survives. And so that's what I did here. It came down, I was down like 20 something bucks, came back up, and I was like, okay, well, I just trail it up to this point here, just save a couple of cents at the 297.52 there. And then it splashed back down and got me out. And I was like, okay, whatever. And then as soon as it got me out, pop right back up. So it's kind of a little bit of a chop one because it was below the ATR and it was kind of trading in consolidation. So just waiting on that breakout would have saved me. Actually, I would not have even taken this trade. And there was two reasons I wouldn't have taken the trade. One was it was going red on the day, and usually I stick to green stocks. And so when it was coming down here, it was red on the day. And then the other thing is ATR break. So those were two mistakes on my part, just jumping the gun. Right. So PSTV going back down there and testing that $2 whole dollar level. And the insiders, and it's just not that much upward activity because the insiders are so low and the institutions are so high. If institutions are going to be in there, they're going to control it. They're going to manipulate this thing back and forth and get as much money out of these moves as possible. This 50-cent move, you never know how many shares. Like, it's got 17 million shares traded, and it's only been trading between 243 and $2. So there is a market maker or something in here bouncing that thing back and forth, taking money from people. Because a lot of normal retail traders are looking for a breakout, right? Looking for a breakout either to the upside or downside. But those institutions are like, oh no, we're not breaking this thing out. We're gonna stay right here and rob y'all. And so that's what's been happening on PSTV. No real pushes outward. But it looks like it's going to be going under 2 here in a little bit. Oh, but I'm just sitting around waiting for something to hit the scans. I think there was some like penny stocks or something that were up, but yeah, those aren't my taste. Good morning, good morning. Let's look at the overall market here. Overall market, let's see. So this is what I was planning on yesterday. Um, the market came down. I was looking for some type of another bounce right here at the 2200s, but it just did not happen. It just MSTR just followed it on down. So another me just fighting the trend basically. It was already showing me, hey, we're going down, and I was just like, nah, this is gonna be the turnaround point, right? Now, if I was right, it would have worked out well. But like I said, the other two things, I just did not have the setup. I just FOMO'd in and was like, yeah, this is gonna work because I think it's gonna work. And that was not the case. All right. Anyway, if you guys are seeing anything else that you want to check out, want me to check out, let me know. Drop it into the chat, and we'll go there. Below this 167 is dead to me. It's gotta get back. If it goes below that, it's gotta get back above 167, back above $2, and then maybe show some hope. But at this point, looking like it's just gonna walk down on people. It's definitely collected plenty of victims in here though. SOXS came down a bit. XOXL had a pretty nice move back up to $20 level. Market continues to grind lower. There is a big gap to fill if it does start getting back over this 2200, and I just have to watch and see if any of the large caps are worth taking that trade if it comes back up. Down here it touched 20K, almost even, low of $20,003. So almost an even touch right there. We'll see if it wants to go down there and break that or what. Let's also look at Bitcoin, where it is in comparison to all of this, because usually these Bitcoin is a slow follower of the market. So the market's dumping, Bitcoin is gonna be, slowly right behind it. A lot of people are waiting on a disconnect between Bitcoin and or not Bitcoin, but cryptocurrency in general, and the rest of the stock market. But I don't know. It's investors. All of them are investors, and most investors are invested in both worlds, whether it's crypto or the regular stock market. So this one is at 89,170. So it had a little bit of a pop up. May have some more move down. I don't know. But if it does, I'll be ready to collect some once it gets down there. Collect some more cryptos and let them ride for a couple of years. Because I don't really touch my crypto. I just buy it and let it ride. Or just get paid in it and let it ride. Right, so now we're towards the $2 level. The question is it going to continue to play back and forth, or what is it planning on doing here? It's got the 225s at the top of this candle. Are they still trapping? Are they going to try to trap shorts this time and knock it back up? Almost 20 million shares traded here. Very thickly traded stock, super tight spreads. Like there's literally a buyer and a seller and big buyers and big sellers at every single price level, it seems. It's just a pop and then a stop, pop and stop, pop and stop. And we get a close under that 2. Full body under 2. Or is this just a snatch and grab? Couple minutes until this one closes. Oh boy. $210 starting to become a level, but that point control has not moved down at the 229 though. So it seems like it is walking down. We'll see if more volume comes down here, and I can pull that point of control down a bit. Start to remake a new level of interest. Right now, kind of seems like it's just doing what it wants to do. Very lackluster morning though in the small cap land. PSTV just going sideways. And this time I was up early enough. I got my alert and everything, and I saw it get its first what million shares or whatnot. But even with that, that was on this candle right here. This candle by itself was 3 million shares traded. So I was like, that looks nice, but not really. Is there a way for me to, like, if I point at this, hmm, how can I? Okay, let's see. No, I'm trying to see where the volume is. It's not showing me the volume. showing me my studies though. Okay. So it looks like this thing is doing a little bit of grab and trap on both sides. Let me turn that off. That's already annoying. Loading. Fixed. Let's see what that'll do. Volume PM. Still, nope. That's not what I'm looking for. On all the other charts, so only the 15 and 30 minute are green right now. The 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour, all of that's still red. Coming up to that 215, still below this point of control of 229. And I'm thinking it's just going to be doing snatch and grabs. So it came down here to the 2. Maybe it'll come back up. Point of control just moved down to the 221 for the majority of the trades. So it did move down here. So new focus is at a lower price. Let's see how it reacts to that 221. I'll be closing this candle up in 5 minutes. I know some people look at that, they'd be like, man, that was, it made a move up from here, but it only went from 2 to 215. That's 15 cents. To get paid easily, it will need to move a little bit more than that. If it's moving like, able to move like 30 cents, 60 cents at a time, you can capture a bit of that move. But at this point, you just have to be willing to probably take half. Like wherever you get in, just be like, look, if we know this thing's moving 15 cents at a time or less, I might need to take 7 cents, right? And that's what these folks are doing that are selling right here. They're taking that little bit of profit. Did not break over the point of control. And yeah, we'll see. Waiting for something else to pop on the scans, man. This one's no fun. Market continues to chop downwards. Chop, chop, chop. It's been a couple of days it's been going down, huh? Let me see. How many days has it been? 2 days so far. And then if it opens up like this, it'll be the start of 3, but I don't know. This was a pretty reactive level here at the 20K. Came down to 20K, popped back up almost 200 bucks off of that, and coming back towards that 20K. Very reactive level though. And now, most of the time when news comes out, like the tariff news, and there's a huge downward move, when people get more confident, I mean, they can get more confident in the next few days, and you can see huge reversals. So I wanna just be looking out for those reversals that are coming. Because again, when there is no news, usually the market is just grinding higher. There's no fear, there's no doubts or anything like that, and so the market's just grinding higher. Let's go over here to Yahoo. Okay, retailers turn to be resilient. Retailers will have to take tariff fuel high prices on the chin in the form of slower sales and slower margin. Yeah, a lot of stuff comes from China for sure. Let's see. Trump creates Bitcoin reserve ahead of crypto summit. Big test antitrust fights face new uncertainty. Walgreens stock rises. Let's see. Goldman, Broadcom, China's tech megacaps. Okay, so yeah, everything is just tariffs right now. Are we getting any kind of speaker today? Let's see. This is Friday the 7th. Oh, we got a couple of speakers today. Okay, so we got Governor Bowman, we got this Governor Kugler, rebalancing the labor markets across the world, monetary policy, transmission post-COVID, the economic outlook by Powell. We got another one by Governor Kugler at 1 p.m. So definitely some speakers coming in today and chatting it up on Friday. So the markets continue to dip down. I don't know if anything that they're going to say is going to change the direction of the markets today. So I will be looking for any kind of stocks that don't care about what they're talking about. You know, stocks that are showing me some green on the day. AI February jobs report. Upcoming events, February jobs report, and the speeches. Okay. Um, Friday, 1 p.m. Switzerland, unemployment rate, IPC, 50, FIPE, inflation index, France, Germany, Eurozone, Italy. Okay, South Africa, United Kingdom. All right. Unit labor costs are coming out for the United States and challenger job cuts. U.S. jobless claims 830. Non-farm productivity. That was one that I think Mike D or Rixcon had called out. Non-farm productivity. I wish I could just say, give me all the U.S. ones, but let me just look. Wholesale trade sales, wholesale inventories. Fed Waller speaks, Fed balance sheet. Okay. China import exports. Okay. Well, we'll see what happens. This one found a little bit of resistance, and that new point of control is at that 221. Did form a little bit higher low than the $2, but I don't know what that means to us. Throwing up some more wicks. At this point, I just don't like the way that the 4 hour, 2 hour, and the 1 hour is still looking. We jump over here to the other time frames. The 4 hour looking kind of destructive. It's not pulled over, so for it to get over here, let's just mark this up. On the 4 hour, to go back green, it would have to get back over the 230s. We'll edit this and put on here 4 hour green. That would have to be what I just put 4 hour level of interest. Level of interest. Okay, so 230. We'll make the 4 hours. What color do I want to make it? Make it a little green. Level of interest. And then on the 4 hour, 2 hour, I mean, there's the area of interest, 2 hour, 22, but that's not as potent as the other thing. And I really just don't like the way it's just chopping back and forth, to be honest. $21 million shares traded on it. Still above the ATR, but how long will that last? Does it even want to come down? I mean, as a long, you would not want it to come down, but it's just playing this range. It's about to close up that 1 hour candle in just a couple of minutes too. Okay, so now it's looking like it wants to go down and retest that too. See if we can actually get a break here. Now that two holds again, that's gonna be, oops, it's gonna be 1, 2, 3 times that it's held. And since I'm not really looking for a breakout, I think it's going to continue to play within this range between 243 and whatnot. I want to see how it holds this 2 up. Is it just going to splash right through it? Or is it going to hold here for a bit, give a pop back up, you know, and try to get back up here real quick? Markets looking like they're showing a little bit of green as well on the SPY. Let's see. Or the NQ is what I was looking at. NQ. So they come down here, not quite down here to this 20K again, and finding a little bit of a pop-up around this 20,100. Just the start of something, but it's not gonna, I want to actually see the markets open before I do anything over there. Okay, looks like we're getting down to the 205s. And if this is trapping shorts and it's going to play in this range for a little bit, I want to see it come down and hold this $2 level here again. Five minutes left until the close of this 15-minute candle and the close of the hour, 30-minute, all that. Very thickly traded at 206. Just a war zone going on in here. No motion, no momentum. That's sickening. Going down. Yeah, this momentum is not momentum. This is not gravity or any kind of physics. This is just the heartbeat going flat. NQ popped back up a bit. At first I thought it was just the start of some green, but looking like it's showing quite a bit of green. So maybe some potential there for the large caps today. Start this reversal all the way back up here to the 2200s. 20,200. Get back on that uptrend. Same thing over here on the SPY. So excess going down. All right, so we're about to get the close on this candle. Really thought it would have broke, at least gave a fake down or something by now, but it did not. 8 seconds left, and it's going to be the 7 o'clock, 1 hour before, or an hour 30 minutes before the open. Opening up lower there. Let's see how it tests. Got a level here of 206. See, this close, or this low is 203. This low is 2 something else. So it looks like we'll see if it wants to play in this range. Right now, the 196 is that low. That was outside of the range, and then we got a higher low at $2. And I'm thinking that the market makers want to play. Oops, I forgot to change this. All right, so I'm going to see if it can hold up 2 here, though. That's my big question, because it might just crash out, especially with no motion. 4 hour, only thing that are showing green is the, but right now the 15 is showing a little bit of green, the 30-minute, and then the hour. But with those institutions in there, is it really going to do any breakouts? Or is it going to be very stubborn here and hold up that 2? Is my question. And then go back up here around this central point of the 220s. $208. $209. See what happens there. Looking at this 209. See if it wants to play this range. Not looking to do anything heavy here though. Mm, 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 mm. 205s. Yeah, are you becoming a range boy? Hmm. Banging on that bottom door there at the 203. Wall slowly breaking down at that 203, but it's still there. This will not go ahead and dump like everything else is looking like it should. There it is. Okay, so could not get back up to that 209 level. Coming down. Let's see a full break of that 2. Show me some momentum through that 2. $2 tap. Now back above 205. Let's see if it wants to play this range. Do you want to pull back up real quick? Yep. Looks like it does. Let's see, 205. Can we see it? You popping. Under 2 now. With the bottom down here of 196. Let's see if it fully dies out. Or is this a short trap? Throwing some wicks down there. Okay. Can you pull back above 2 or are you going to keep going? All right. Well, hey, is this turning into a little finesse on the shorts? Can we start holding up this too? A little finesse, a little finessey. Yeah. Okay. Giving it time though. No rush. So right now 2 is looking like it's becoming resistance. Okay, coming back into range. Almost. 2 is kind of holding it. Keep seeing this wall over here on the level 2. When it tries to go up to 2, you'll see it the next time it comes up here. It's like a 200, it's 400 something up here. Below that 190 though, I'm just like, I'm good. And we start seeing 201s. Come on, man. Stop playing. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. And the ATR is down here at the 167. Still above that previous ATR. So still got a little bit of slip room. But I really want to see them just keep it in this range that it had here. All right, there's 94s. Low during this session was 187. 187 hit there. And we get back to the 205s. Four minutes left on this 15-minute candle. Continue to slip on out of there, looks like. All right, well, just save my little capital for something else. So how many times has it done this move? Let's see. So it went down, tried to go up, down, tried to go up, down, and just continued to build more momentum on the way down. Looking like it's going to break that low. So 187 was the low. 167 is the ATR high. Below that, it's not something I want to touch. So let's see how this 188 holds. See where this candle closes. If it holds, that's a little bit of strength at this low. But the chances of that, with the point of control still up here at 221, not a whole lot of volume making it hold here. Hmm. 2 minutes left on up, broke it a little bit. Can we see over 188 by the close of this candle? Then again, I might just want to stick to what I do anyway. Trade over $2 for things that can actually give range. And now it is definitely under it. So it's gonna have to reclaim 2 to even show me anything. But that's only 10 cents away, but it's making 10 cents seem like a mile, 5 miles, 10 miles. Open up the new candle below the 2. It's like the greatest game of cat and mouse ever. And your bias can change like really quickly, you know? Doesn't mean your strategy changes, but the bias could be like, oh man, this thing's bearish. The NQ showed a little buying and now looks like it wants to continue on down towards that 20K. But yeah, my scans are clear right now. Not seeing anything, and I'm leaving PSTV off of there until I see it back on. Maybe I'll give it a try, but very, very unlikely. If you guys are seeing anything else moving in the market, definitely drop it in the chat and we'll go check it out. It doesn't really matter if it's small cap, mid cap, large cap, because I'm doing them all. So whatever you're looking at, take a look. But I'm definitely not gonna be sitting around here too much longer. Especially with the markets continuing to drop, bro. Because if they continue to drop, all of the large caps that I would be trading are probably gonna open up red because they follow the market so much. And I'm trying to stick to green day traders or green day trades. Other thing is when I'm a lot of times on my scans, when things just disappear, they don't meet what I'm looking for anymore. They just disappear. And I'll keep them on watch and I'll just keep watching them even when they're not on the scan. Like yesterday with MSTR, it went off my scan. I was like, I'll keep watching it. But yeah, it just wasn't meeting the criteria. Should have waited until it was actually up there, but went red on a day and it just popped off and I just kept watching it and trying to dig for a trade. Wasn't a huge loss, but still, it was a loss that I could have avoided if I just followed what I usually do. Yeah, I think I'm for about 10 more minutes and then I'm getting on down, man. I'm going to make some Friday morning money for real. But I'll definitely still keep my eye out for anything popping up. One thing I do know is when we have a dry pre-market, usually at some point in the day there's some type of opportunity, whether it's pre-market, intraday, power hour, whatever. Usually there's some type of opportunity. And so if we have a dry pre-market, I'm like, okay, still got the whole day, still got money in the pocket. I take one trade today, make up for the loss from yesterday, and then go into the weekend nice and green. You know, but the only thing is with those, they kind of pop up. So it's kind of like a new pre-market where you get these new poppers and they're coming up and they're just booming and you're like, okay, let me look for my setup, look for this thing to punch through this ceiling and keep going because we want momentum, that Momo. At about 9 minutes, and I'm just not seeing anything. I don't even know if I'm just gonna sit here like this. I feel like I could be doing something more productive for real. Yesterday I thought I wasn't even gonna get to stream because I thought I was going to be um, making a hospital visit this morning, but I didn't. RaceCon says, Donnell, good morning. And then RaceCon says, FYI, after a lot more large cap back testing, I'm happy to report that short trades are working just as well as long trades when using body blockers. Yup, yup, yup. Those ATRs, man. First of all, the calculation is super easy. And so that's what makes a lot of people use them. Unlike, some other types of indicators that are so mathematically, aesthetic. The ATRs is like simple math. It's like this plus this is this. And so, it's one of those things that a lot of people use. And then you just find that pattern that you like and that the body blocker pattern, or now I say the body blocker pattern, but it's not something I invented. The all that is an ABC pattern. That's what that is. So it comes up, makes a move to the A point, drops down smoothly to the B point, rockets back up to the C point. It's ABC. That's the ABC pattern that basically we're using. And it is one of the easiest ones to actually visually see on the chart. So, especially on higher time frames. On lower time frames, some people do trade it on like 1 minute, 2 minute to give them really, really tight entries. But on higher time frames is even more effective because you're seeing one more range. The candle size actually means something. So you have a big 1 minute candle, it may not hold up. It may snatch back or whatever, but a big 15-minute candle, the probability of that snatching back with all those buyers buying through those price levels and holding it up, it's just hard to break that down. So, But yeah, that's the ABC pattern that we're using. Not a new invention, just something that is been around for a long time. A lot of people use. That's why it works so well. All right. NQ getting real reactive to this 20,100. We'll see how that goes into the open. But that's interesting. Finding some type of reaction above this previous low. And the other thing, I don't know if this has been tested. Well, this area has been tested before down here at the 20K. So yeah, this one got pretty low. Let's see any more. That's pretty much the only one. So these two in this range. So basically like this 22, and it's hard to make ranges really tight on this because it's the NQ. Like it's huge. So it came back down and it is trading in this level right here. Let me turn that opacity down. Can I do that here? Rectangle. Maybe I can't do it. Activate, clear. Interesting. Usually I can modify the how bold it is on the chart, but I guess not. All right, well, I'll be in the Discord, of course. Probably gonna go and assist another technician with a project. We'll see what comes on the day. I mean, if something pops up, I will be watching. I'll drop it into the Discord as soon as I see it. But right now, my charts are. Have I been on this other screen this whole time? I have, haven't I? Yeah, my charts are literally clear. Small caps, clear. Mid caps, these don't start calculating until the open. But the only problem is with the market moving down this much, most of those large caps are red right now. So, this is the shorts time. And the small caps, nothing. Zero. Zilch. So that's why I'm kind of sitting here and just waiting for something else to arise. I would love to see a rip today, though. That would be great to see something rip and like Nvidia and all those start getting back up off their fallen place. But looking at the overall, that's kind of this trend that we're on right here. When is this going to end? Coming all the way back down here to the 20K. You back up. It's been down here before. Let me remove that one, remove that one. So we've been down here before. We tested up, failed it, tested it, tested it. So 20K does have some significance here. We got one, I guess you can call this, nah, that's too small. This will be one test and it got off of it. 2, 3, it became resistance. 4, it didn't even respect it. It just went right through it and then came back down to it to kind of hold it for a little bit. So multiple different breaks of this level, held above it right here, held above it again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 taps on this level. So it looks like a pretty strong level, which could become some point of bounce point, especially with all of this momentum coming in. So if this is the floor and we say, okay, well, this thing's been tested 7 times, what how will the ball bounce here? Because it got thrown from up here at 2200 and it's coming into this level of the 20,000. So how will the ball bounce? Let me go back a little bit here. Okay, so it's never been up there before. Yeah. Okay. But how will the ball bounce with these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 touches there is the question. Oh my God, it just bounced. What in the world just happened? Yo, this thing just bounced stupid. What? I'm just talking about it, bro. What? Yo, this thing just, what? Is this real? 7:30. Maybe that week isn't real. Maybe it's not real. But oh my goodness. It's all the way green on the day with that bounce. Okay, well, I guess the feds are watching. I was just saying, this thing's tapped this thing multiple times. What will a bounce look like here? And yeah, that thing snapped. I don't know what's going on right there. Let me go and check out NVIDIA, see what it looks like here. Yep, it's moving up. We'll see if it how much is it up on the day? NVIDIA. Is it red? It is up 1% now, so it is green. Wow. So pretty big snap up though. That was kind of crazy. Okay. Maybe this is where it wants to start breaking over the ATR. Now it has a lot of space in here from the 20 whatever up here to the 2700s. This ain't nothing but space and opportunity. So, how many orders are up here just like, hey, if it comes up here, then we're going to stop out. Well, it looks like it wants to come up there, looks a little mad at whoever shorted it. But popping up there real quick, showing a whole lot of buying pressure there and holding up. Anyway, it may be a large cap day. If they're going to start moving like the NQ, it might be interesting today. But anyway, I'm about to jump off of here. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. And definitely keep this NQ on watch, especially if you're going for large caps, because that jump up was crazy. Imagine you're shorting this, then all of a sudden you're getting folded into a pretzel here. You're like, okay, we're gonna get a nice little test of the 20,000. Nope, big upside. So a lot of people can get trapped if this thing starts breaking over and going higher. Anyway, that is it for me today. I will be in the Discord if you see anything or find anything or have any questions or I have questions or whatever. I drop it in the Discord. And as always, I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.